station. Before we jump in here, Cutter, it's customary to observe a moment of silence for a departing shipbreaker. You'll soon learn this type of thing doesn't happen very often up here. Okay. Well, my name is Will. I'll be your eyes and ears when you're in the yard. Used to be a cutter myself until there were some complications with one of my clone jobs, but never you mind about that. Let's get to work. Go ahead and open your work order, and let's get started. You ever want to pay off your debt like Sullivan did? It's all about completing your work orders. Two maneuvers are tough for most worms to wrap their heads around because most of you have never spent time in zero-G. We call them rolls. Give them a shot. All right, Cutter. Your training ship is right there in the middle of the yard. Let's talk about the grapple tool for a moment, shall we? Specifically, how you use it. Now you can pull things towards you using the grapple's reel ability. If you reel in an object that's lighter than you, you'll pull that object towards you. But if you reel in an object that's heavier than you, well, you're going to pull yourself towards it. Once you've grabbed the antenna with your grapple, your HUD tells you where you should put it. You've got furnaces and processors on the left and right, while the barge is underneath the ship.
Helmet damage detected. Be sure to always budget for helmet repair costs.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Well, congratulations there, Cutter. Your very first pieces of salvage. Another billion or so of them antenna, and you will have completely wiped out your debt. I'm kidding, of course. All right, Cutter. You ready to perform a little zero-G ship surgery? Let's boot up your scanner and see what we see. Now we're looking for cut points. Think of them as the chunks of glue that hold the key structural segments of the ship together. Bingo. Just got the go-ahead from control to unlock your cutting tool. You may now equip the Stinger head mount. I'm uploading the final work order objective required to complete your certification rank 1 training, and yep, you guessed it. Let's get them nacelles on the barge with them new tools of yours. Now make sure you don't let your cutter overheat while you're slicing away. You can hear it chirp when it's just about to overheat, or you can keep an eye on the temperature gauge in the lower right of your HUD.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits.
And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more work orders you complete, the closer you get to hitting your certification quotas. Go ahead and see where you're at on earning your first cert. Earning certs gives you access to better upgrades and perks for your tools, gear, and equipment, as well as access to more valuable ships back in your hab. Speaking of which, let's mosey on over to your personal habitation unit right now, because that's what you do when you finish your shift. You didn't think Lynx made you sleep out here in the yard, did you? Weaver out. Top of the morning to you, Cutter. As you know by now, this is your hat. I know it feels a bit flat right now, but I hear Lynx is looking into fixing it up real nice for you sometime in the near future. Anyway, says here you're gonna need an upgrade to complete your next certification rank. You're gonna like this one, Cutter. Let's check it out now, shall we? Good. Now let's get back to the yard so you can try this sucker out. Okay, before we hop back in the yard, I want to show you the ship catalog. Here is where you find a selection of ships Lynx is deemed ready for salvage. As I said before, earning certifications will open up higher grade ships. But we gotta learn to walk before we run, Cutter, so let's get back to finishing your plate on that Lynx training vessel. Weaver out. Alright, Cutter, another shift, another credit. Today's goal is to complete your certification rank 2. And in order to do that, we're gonna have to light up that new split saw mode you just upgraded in the hab. Go ahead and equip it now. Nice work there, Cutter. It's time to take the training wheels off and let you loose on this thing. My advice is to knock out your work order first, and then see if you can salvage every last bit of the training vessel. We call it using the whole buffalo. Waste not, want not, right, Cutter? Go get 'em, Tiger. Weaver out.
New certification level awarded. License upgraded. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.